Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Heartland Championship Wrestling, coming to you live from the Dave Cave via the Epic Sports Broadcasting Network. My name is Dave Little, and we are so excited to have you here tonight to check out this house show from the Atlantic Wrestling Federation in Miami, Florida. And as you know, it is the September-October time frame in the Heartland, and that means it is crunch time. The Filsinger Cup tournaments are underway. And tonight we bring you 4 tournament matches featuring both stars of the singles and the tag team divisions. Our main event will be a Filsinger Cup match in the round of 16. So I guess this is the quarterfinals between two guys who had a lengthy feud earlier this year in Patriot Championship Wrestling, Buddy Rogers and Bob Backlund. It was Rogers who won the Patriot Heavyweight Championship away from Bob Backlund earlier in the year, and tonight they will hook it up again in our main event as part of the Filsinger Cup Championship tournaments. We'll also see the Midnight Express take on the Road Warriors. Kevin Von Erich facing Rick Rude in singles competition. And Demolition taking on the fabulous Kangaroos. Before we came to air, we did have some action from the Atlantic Wrestling Federation undercard, 4 matches prior to the broadcast. Unfortunately, a couple of unsuccessful debuts. As we say hello to Neil Lau, thank you for coming out tonight. Neil, let us know if you can hear things okay. We seem to be well connected with everything, and the sound and the internet connection is strong. So hopefully things are going well in Viewerland. Now, it is the, as I mentioned, the opening cards of the show, a couple of unsuccessful debuts as Joe Malenko lost in his debut against Terry Bam Bam Gordy, a tough draw for Malenko kicking off his tenure in the Heartland. And the newly hired tag team of Manny Fernandez and Mike Graham out of Florida lost in their debut to David and Kevin Von Erich. Then we saw a very exciting match as Tom Zank and Brian Pillman took the measure of Mr. Fuji and Mr. Saito, with Tom Zank putting the sleeper hold on Mr. Fuji to end that one. As we say hello to Ken West, thank you for tuning in. And just before we came to air, more fireworks took place. And it was Frank Gotch actually losing to Big John Studd by disqualification, only by virtue of the fact that in the middle of that match, Big John Studd was attacked by the returning Stan Hansen. Stan Hansen suffered a leg injury battling Big John Studd earlier this year. Hansen returned and took the measure of Studd in his sneak attack, but that did cost Gotch the disqualification. And that brings us to our Filsinger Cup matches for tonight. As we say hello to Al, Red Sox fan, thank you for joining us here. Hope all is well with you indeed, my good friend. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 45-minute time limit. Disqualification rules will be in effect. This match is for the Filsinger Cup tournament. This is the I believe we're in the quarterfinals in the tag division, as these two tag teams get ready to square off. Introducing first, hailing from parts unknown, at a total combined weight of 585 pounds. This is the team collectively known as Demolition, Axe, and Smash. So Axe and Smash in the house here for Demolition. And their opponents, collectively arriving from Sydney, Australia, at a total combined weight of 468 pounds, known as the Fabulous Kangaroos. This is Roy Heffernan and Al Costello. So the Kangaroos and Demolition squaring off. Both of these teams held tag team gold earlier this year. And for those of you who are new to the Filsinger Cup tournament, this goes down at our Tournament of Champions pay-per-view every October. Every man, woman, and tag team who won championship gold over the previous 12 months is entered into the tournaments, and the winner of the tournament gets the ultimate prize, the Filsinger Cup. So both these teams held tag team gold sometime over the past 12 months, and they are squaring off here tonight in our TV opener in Miami. So sit back, grab yourself a cold one, and enjoy the show. Grant Bachoco, the solo promoter, good evening to you as well, my friend. And it will be Al Costello starting things off against Demolition Smash, as we have our yellow and gold Filsinger tournament dice in play for tonight's matches. And the opening initiative roll is won by Al Costello. Costello has the agility advantage here, and obviously Smash has the power. And as they come together, it is Al Costello attempting a takedown into a head scissors. He got him down, got him in the head scissors. Smash reaching out for axe, cannot get there. Costello stays on the offensive and now gets him over to his own corner, where Costello and Heffernan will indulge in a double team pummel on Demolition Smash. Smash shaken up by that, finally makes his way out of the corner. Heffernan now the legal man in the ring for the Kangaroos. And it is Heffernan trying to capture Smash in a surfboard type submission mover, but Smash powers his way out of that one. And it is Smash who returns fire, slamming the head of Roy Heffernan into the turnbuckle. Demolition now in control. As we get a leaner there. And it is Smash now attempting an atomic drop. This is a choice F maneuver. Choice F. Meaning that on the power roll of 6 or lower, this move will be successful at level 3. And on a roll of 12, Heffernan maneuvers his way easily out of that attempted atomic drop. And it is Heffernan coming up with a leaping chest attack into the chest of Demolition Smash. Smash is stunned. Can he make the tag? No, he cannot. Heffernan now in control. And it is Heffernan going up for the boomerang. This is their +3 tag finisher. That means the pin roll will be 6 or lower. And by rule, this necessitates an automatic pin save. And Axe is able to get over and make the save. So Smash absorbs a point of fatigue. And Heffernan and the tag move means that Costello now the legal man in the ring. And now they go for the boomerang a second time. Boy, they're going for broke right from the start here. The pin roll now will be 7 or lower, as Demolition is forced to use their final pin save. The pin save is unsuccessful. And on a roll of 7 or lower, we'll have a pin. And on a roll of 6, they got him. Wow. A very efficient victory for the Kangaroos as they put down Smash with a pair of boomerangs. And it is Al Costello getting the win over Demolition Smash. And quickly, our first match is in the books. Congratulations to Costello and Heffernan, who win the quarterfinal matchup over Demolition. They will advance to the semifinals. And the way this works is that our Tournament of Champions pay-per-view will be somewhere on or about October 22nd. And by that time, we'll be down to the last 4 singles competitors in both the men's and women's divisions, and the last 2 tag teams on each side. So we'll see singles semifinals, tag team finals, and singles finals on that Tournament of Champions show. So congratulations to the fabulous Kangaroos who survive and advance. And now we take you to our next contest. This is on the singles side of the ledger. And this should be an interesting matchup. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 45-minute time limit. Disqualification rules will be in effect. And this is a quarterfinal matchup in the Filsinger Cup Men's Singles Tournament. Introducing first, out of Robbinsdale, Minnesota. He stands at 6'4". He weighs in at 246 pounds. This is the ravishing one, Rick Rude. Rick Rude coming down to ringside, swiveling those hips and taunting the crowd as he prepares to do battle against the man who is overwhelmingly the favorite of the fans here in Miami. Former holder of the Atlantic Heavyweight Championship here in the Southeast. Out of Denton, Texas. He stands at 6'1". He weighs in at 239 pounds. This is Kevin Von Erich. So Kevin Von Erich and Rick Rude squaring off here tonight in Miami in this quarterfinal matchup of the, quarterfinal matchup. Actually, no, this is not quarterfinals. This is round of 16. So that would be the quadruple finals or whatever that would be. So round of 16 is where we are in the men's tournament. Kevin Von Erich taking on Rick Rude. Both men good size, good athletic ability. Von Erich obviously with the agility advantage. Rick Rude holds the power advantage as they come together for the opening lockup. And the opening lockup roll is tied. And that means we go to some shenanigans. What shenanigans lie in store in our Face to the Mat Highlight Center booklet? We'll see what happens to Kevin Von Erich as he rolls on our wild card result ring match chart. The roll is 4-1. Is he a cheater? No, he is not. So Kevin Von Erich with an inadvertent rules violation. Referee intervenes and the wrestler loses 1 point. We don't do points here in Filsinger, but we'll say that there was some controversy at the opening lockup, and Rick Rude accused Kevin Von Erich of pulling the hair. And as Von Erich is fiercely protesting that referee's ruling, Rick Rude comes in and takes the advantage. And he comes in with a attempt at a knee lift to the midsection. That's an agility move. And Kevin Von Erich easily able to dodge that. So Von Erich not falling for the ruse of one ravishing Rick Rude. And instead it is Rude who is dropped to the canvas. Von Erich with a big splash onto Rude. Quickly going for the cover here. The pin roll is snake eyes. But on a roll of 11, Rude kicks out. Boy, this match did not start off well for the ravishing run. Kevin Von Erich now in control, and he goes right to the Iron Claw. The Iron Claw applied. This is an add one maneuver. That will cost Rick Rude a point of fatigue, and Rude now is leaving the ring. This will be somewhat to his advantage, as Rick Rude, a B-rated performer on the arena floor. Kevin Von Erich, but a C. As we get our fast action cards ready for some fast action here in Miami. And as Rude rolls out of the ring, the roll is a 7. And B7 is indeed the... no, that is the helpless crawl. So Rick Rude forced to helplessly crawl back into the ring where Kevin Von Erich is waiting. Rude still happy to be free and clear of that Iron Claw hold. But now Kevin's got him on it again. Kevin gets him with the Iron Claw again. And Rude going back out of the ring a second time. Rude down to the arena floor once again, and this time on a roll of 6. It's a brawl on the arena floor. That's the best man win rolls. Best man wins roll. Rude does have the better out of the ring rating. So although Rude has quickly taken 3 points of fatigue after a pair of Iron Claws, Rude now is in control. And Rude is going to pitch Von Erich out of the ring. Kevin Von Erich out of the ring. Then on a roll of 8, that is Rick Rude winning the brawl on the arena floor and just hurling Kevin Von Erich over the top of the security railing and into the crowd. So Rick Rude getting all the boos of the fans here. But he needs a breather here, and what better way to get a breather than to just throw your opponent into the crowd and make him pick himself up and crawl back into the ring ahead of the 10 count. Ruud now ready and waiting. And now Ruud is going to go for a big pile driver. And Von Erich goes down and stays down. Von Erich is down. Ruud now in control after that big pile driver. And Ruud now is going to go for a top rope knee drop. This is a choice H maneuver. Not a good option for Rick Ruud. On choice H, that's either a death jump against an A rating or an agility against a roll of 5. So Rick Ruud's in trouble. He's going to go for broke and go up for the top rope against the A-rated death jump performer. And on a roll of 9, it is indeed Rick Ruud who comes off the top rope with a double axe handle and slams into the head of Kevin Von Erich. Wow, Ruud went for broke there. It paid off. Ruud now back in control, and Ruud now going for the camel clutch, trying to wear out Kevin Von Erich. Von Erich relies on his athletic ability. Ruud trying to slow him down, and now a swinging neck breaker by Rick Ruud dumps Kevin Von Erich down to the canvas. Ruud trying to take control here with a double thrust to the throat. Oh, but Von Erich fires right back. And it is Von Erich who is going to attempt a body stomp, a choice F maneuver. He will need a roll of 6 or lower to complete the body stomp. And on a roll of 7, Ruud powers his way out of that. And it is Ruud coming back, thought about a whip to the ropes, thought better of it, and instead goes with a falling forearm drop that stuns Kevin Von Erich. Von Erich is stunned. Ruud is back in control with another double thrust to the neck. And now it is Von Erich firing back with a kick to the midsection. And that staggers Rick Ruud. Ruud staggers back a couple of steps. Von Erich is on him. Standing drop kick. Wow. He got all of that one. He got that drop kick out of nowhere. Ruud is stunned. Von Erich is on him. And now it is a rear chin lock attempted by Kevin Von Erich. This is a choice B maneuver. Choice B, as in Bachoco. As in turnbuckle A or agility 7 or lower. He'll go with the agility 7 or lower. And on a roll of 4, he is able to lock in that rear chin lock. And Ruud is struggling to get his way up to his feet. They come together in the center of the ring. And it is Von Erich attempting that body stomp once again. Once again, he needs a roll of 6 or lower. And this time he hits it. And Rick Ruud is staggered back once again. Von Erich taking control here, whip to the ropes. Off the ropes comes Rick Ruud. And on a roll of 7, it is a running back elbow by Kevin Von Erich that stuns Rick Ruud. Von Erich coming back. Oh, another big standing drop kick. Ruud propelled back into the corner by that fine drop kick of Kevin Von Erich. And now it is Von Erich with another whip to the ropes. Off the ropes comes Rick Ruud. And this time on a roll of 2. It is Von Erich trying for the sunset flip. But Ruud caught him. And Ruud rolls him up in a small package. He's going to go for the pin on a roll of 3 or lower. And on a roll of 7, Von Erich is able to kick out. But Ruud took advantage of an opportunity there. He's back in control. And now it is another big pile driver from Rick Ruud that slams the head of Kevin Von Erich down to the mat. Ruud goes for the cover again. The pin roll this time is 4 or lower. And on a roll of 6, Kevin kicks out. Ruud now back in control. What's he going to do? He is going to pitch Von Erich out of the ring and down to the arena floor. This is not where Kevin wants to play. And on a roll of C4, on the out-of-the-ring chart, that is the double. No, that's a clean win for Kevin Von Erich. The opponent comes out of the ring to continue the fight, but you grab him and smash him onto the announcer's table. And now Kevin Von Erich has just slammed the head of Rick Ruud into the ring apron. Kevin Von Erich may be disqualified here. He will not be disqualified. Kevin Von Erich now in control as action returns to the ring, and it's Von Erich with a winding head smash that stuns Rick Ruud. Ruud staggering around the ring. Kevin's on him. Body scissors. He takes Ruud down to the mat with a body scissors. Going to try for a submission hold here off the body scissors. The submission roll would be 5 or lower, And on a roll of 9, Ruud is able to power his way to the ropes and force the break. Von Erich in control. Von Erich, what's he going to do now? Another winding head smash. Ruud is dazed. Both men getting to their feet, coming together in the center of the ring. And it is Kevin with an attempt at a snapmare. Ruud blocks that. And Ruud comes back with a backbreaker, a choice D maneuver, choice D. So he'll need 9 or lower to connect on the backbreaker. And on a roll of 3, he got him down. And Von Erich is now hurt. And it is Ruud now with a swinging neck breaker, taking Von Erich down to the canvas, dumping Kevin on the back of his neck. Kevin is down. Ruud now in control, and Ruud goes for another pile driver. Didn't quite get all of that one, as Von Erich is stunned, but struggling to his feet. Ruud's on him, and Ruud now with a big suplex takes Von Erich back down to the canvas again. Ruud goes for the cover, the pin roll 5 or lower, and on a roll of 6, Von Erich just gets his foot over the bottom rope. And the match will continue. Ruud showing signs of frustration. He thought he had him there. After the swinging neck breaker and the high hanging vertical suplex, Kevin lucky to escape. Ruud's on him again, going to the camel clutch. Camel clutch applied. Von Erich fighting his way back over to the ropes. Ruud stays on him. Another big suplex puts Von Erich down again. Von Erich starting to favor the back of his neck. He's taken a couple of high impact moves. And now it is Rick Ruud going up for a top rope sledgehammer right down onto the injured back of Kevin Von Erich. Kevin knocked to his knees. Slowly getting up. Ruud with another big suplex. Ruud with another pin attempt. Pin roll here is 6 or lower. And on a roll of 10, Kevin kicks out. What a great match we are seeing here. 4 fatigue tokens incurred by each man. As Ruud now is in control. And Ruud is going for another top rope sledgehammer. And again, Kevin Von Erich goes down. Boy, Rick Ruud just overpowering Kevin Von Erich for the last few moments of this match. And now it is Ruud pitching Von Erich out of the ring again. And on a roll of 8, it is Ruud winning the brawl on the outside and slamming the head of Kevin Von Erich into the ring post. Wow, Kevin Von Erich taking a pounding here for the last several minutes. And now Ruud is going to keep things on the arena floor. We'll not see any shenanigans as of yet. And I wouldn't expect that we would in a match. And instead, this time Von Erich is forced to make that helpless crawl back into the ring where Ruud is awaiting. But no, Ruud kicks him off of the ring apron and back down to the arena floor. Still no evidence of any shenanigans going to happen. And on a roll of 9, it is once again the helpless crawl as Von Erich tries to get back into the ring. Boy, both these men have taken a pounding. Ruud is in control in the ring, not letting Kevin Von Erich in. Now he gets in, and Ruud puts him into another top rope sledgehammer. And Von Erich is down. Von Erich is down, and Ruud throws him out of the ring yet again. And again forces Kevin to make that helpless crawl to get back in. Rick Ruud still trying to collect himself and get his strategy. Goes back to the camel clutch. Von Erich able to survive that again. And now it's a sleeper. Sleeper hold applied by Rick Ruud. Rick Ruud is in control here. He's got the sleeper on Kevin. Kevin gets his way over to the ropes. And the referee calls for the break. And now Ruud whips Kevin Von Erich into the turnbuckle. Off the turnbuckle comes Kevin Von Erich. And on a roll of 9, it is a big kick from Rick Ruud and a spear into the corner. Rick Ruud slamming his shoulder into the corner, into Kevin Von Erich in the corner. Ruud still in control. Whips him to the opposite turnbuckle. And on a roll of 11, Kevin bounces weakly off the turnbuckle, and Ruud nails him with a devastating, incredible, neck-breaking clothesline. Kevin Von Erich is down. Rick Ruud still hasn't been able to set him up for the Ruud Awakening, but he's going to go for another top rope sledgehammer. Boy, Ruud's had all kinds of level 3 offense, cannot hit his finisher. And now it is Ruud with a face rake and a hip swivel, just showing his frustration at his inability to finish off Kevin Von Erich. Von Erich's still slow to get to his feet. And Ruud's on him, and Ruud goes back to the sleeper. Von Erich down to one knee, refusing to surrender. Goes down to all fours. Rude's on him. And now Rude's got him in the camel clutch once again. And Von Erich makes his way over to the ropes to force the break. They come together in the center of the ring, and this time it is Kevin Von Erich with a forearm smash. Rick Rude fires back with a attempt at a knee lift to the midsection. Von Erich able to dodge that, and it is Kevin with a knee smash into the gut of Rick Rude. Kevin trying to rally. The fans here in Miami behind him. Another knee smash delivered by Kevin. Rude comes right back at him with another rake of the eyes. And Von Erich is staggered again. Wow, Rick Rude just bending every rule he can think of. And now it is Rude with another big suplex, taking Von Erich back down to the mat. Rude in control. Pulls him to his feet. Another face rake by Rick Rude. And the referees and the fans here in attendance are just outraged as Rude continues to work the eyes of Kevin Von Erich. First he went to the neck, now he's going to the eyes, now a test of strength. Kevin not going to be a party to a test of strength, and instead he's going to go for a body stomp. A choice F maneuver. He needs 6 or lower to complete that. And on a roll of 10, Rick Rude scoffs at his body stomp. And it is Rick Rude who comes back. And is Rick Rude with a, this time gets the test of strength, grabs the arms of Von Erich, and forces him down to the canvas. Now he goes back to another suplex. Kevin Von Erich is hurt. And now it is a swinging neck breaker. Again working the neck. Rude in control. Rude takes Von Erich down with another big forearm smash to the head. And now Rude with another swinging neck breaker. Von Erich still getting to his feet. Great resilience shown here. Rude with a whip to the turnbuckle. Off the turnbuckle comes Kevin Von Erich, and on a roll of 6, it is Von Erich who reverses that, grabs Rude, and sends Rude into the turnbuckle. And it is Von Erich who greets Rude with a big kick coming off the turnbuckle. Von Erich now with a chance to do some damage. Going to go to that rear chin lock on a roll of 7 or lower. Rick Rude powers his way out of the rear chin lock, and it is Rude who tries for the knee lift to the midsection and misses. Kevin Von Erich with a knee smash. Von Erich now with a body scissors again. Von Erich follows that up with a big splash, and Rude is leaving the ring. Out of the ring goes Rick Rude. And on a roll of 8, it is Rude's turn to make the helpless crawl back into the ring, where Kevin is waiting. Kevin kicks him off the apron. We'll see no shenanigans yet. Instead, on a roll of B4, it is a brawl on the arena floor. And that is the both men roll disqualification. Von Erich may be disqualified. He is not. Rick Rude may be disqualified. He is not. Now we go to the odd even roll. It is Rude who gets the even roll. And on a roll of 3, the brawl is won by Kevin on the arena floor, as Kevin hits a diving clothesline off the ring apron that stuns Rick Rude. Kevin now in control. Kevin going up for a death jump. Kevin goes up top. And on a roll of 8, Kevin hits a missile dropkick off the top rope that puts Rude onto the canvas. Kevin going up for a second death jump. And this time on a roll of 10, it is the agility battle, which is won by Von Erich. Rude tries to throw him off. Kevin kicks him in the head and comes off with a flying body press. Kevin in control. Goes to the sleeper hold. Rude drops to his knees. Rude starting to fade. Kevin with a winding head smash. Rude gets to his feet. And Rude follows up with a swinging neck breaker that drops Kevin out of nowhere. Wow, what a turnaround by Rick Rude. And now it is Rude going up to the death jump. And on a roll of 6, it is Von Erich who gets there first and throws Rick Rude down to the canvas. Von Erich now in control. Another winding head smash. Rude fires back with a backbreaker. Choice D maneuver, 9 or lower, will successfully put Von Erich down. He gets him down with the backbreaker. And Von Erich is hurt. Rude now going with a unsuccessful attempt at a kick to the midsection. And Kevin comes back with a big splash. He hurled himself off the ropes and took Rude down to the canvas. Kevin now with a whip to the turnbuckle. Off the turnbuckle comes Rick Rude, and Kevin hits him with a big kick. Kevin still in control, going to that body scissors. Rude now leaving the ring. On the arena floor, the roll of 6. That's the best man win roll, so Rude wins the brawl on the arena floor. And Rude with a pile driver onto the ring steps. Oh my goodness, that one looked like it had to hurt. Rude now in control, goes for another pile driver in the ring. Still can't get a cover, so he goes to the double thrust to the throat. Von Erich is staggered. Swinging neck breaker. Von Erich is hurt. Whip to the turnbuckle. Von Erich comes off the turnbuckle, and on a roll of 5, Rude charges into the turnbuckle, and Von Erich catches him with a knee to the head. Big splash by Kevin into the corner. Rude now staggering around. Big splash again. Rude slumping down into the corner. Kevin's on him. Whip to the ropes. Off the ropes comes Rude, and on a roll of 9, that is the power roll. So Rude knocks Von Erich down. Actually, they collide in the center of the ring. Both men are down. Rude has the power. He's first to his feet, and he is going to attempt to put Von Erich into a big bear hug. Bear hug applied by Rick Rude. And now he converts it into a sleeper. Von Erich down to one knee. Big suplex. Von Erich down to the canvas and stays down. Rick Rude now going up for another death jump attempt. And this time on a roll of 7, he caught him. Flying double axe handle blow off the top by Rick Rude. Rude pitches Kevin now out of the ring and down to the arena floor. And Kevin is forced to make that helpless crawl back into the ring again as Rude takes a breather. Oh, a leaner. Got to roll that one again. And now it's the Rude Awakening. Finally, Rick Rude hits the Rude Awakening. The pin roll here is 9 or lower, and on a roll of 6, he got him. A marathon match between Kevin Von Erich and Rick Rude. Back and forth we went. I don't think that had quite the drama of last week's Kevin Steen-Bret Hart match. But certainly in terms of competitiveness, 9 total fatigue tokens, Rick Rude finally with the win by virtue of the Rude Awakening to move on to the quarterfinals of the Filsinger Cup tournament. Wow! What a battle we just witnessed between Rick Rude and Kevin Von Erich. So Rude will survive and advance. Kevin Von Erich will return to the Atlantic Wrestling Federation to resume his singles career as he attempts to regain the Atlantic Heavyweight Championship. All right, that match calls for a drink and a review of what's happening in the chat. Referee James Lawrence III. Welcome to you, my friend, and welcome also to Salvador America. A couple of new faces in the chat room here since we last checked in. Thank you, Grant, for the I just hit the like button, have you. So Grant Bachoco with a pile driver onto the like button. Good job, Grant. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a tag team contest. And this is going to be another doozy. One fall to a finish, 45-minute time limit. And disqualification rules will be in effect. And in a match like this, you just never know what's going to happen. These two are historic rivals throughout the annals of wrestling history. Introducing first, accompanied to the ring by the one and only James E. Cornette. At a total combined weight of 458 pounds, collectively known as the Midnight Express. From Huntsville, Alabama, this is beautiful Bobby Eaton, his tag team partner out of Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, the one and only Sweet Stan Lane. So the Midnight Express with their theme music coming down to the ring. Fans here are not very happy to see this duo. They are your current reigning Atlantic Tag Team Champions, so they have a bit of a hometown advantage, but the fans will not be on their side as they're quickly forced to scurry out of the ring as the music hits, and down to the ring comes the imposing opponents, accompanied to the ring by Precious Paul Ellering. From Chicago, Illinois, at a total combined weight of 562 pounds, it's Hawk, it's Animal, it's the Road Warriors. All right, the Road Warriors here in Miami to take on the team of Eaton and Lane, under the close eye of Jim Cornette and, of course, Paul Ellering in their respective corners. And it will be Road Warrior Animal starting things off against beautiful Bobby Eaton as they come together in the center of the ring. And it is Eaton who wins the opening initiative roll. And it is Eaton who goes with a knee drop. Oh, nice drop toe hold into a knee drop. Animal gets right back up to his feet. Animal's not having any of that. And he just growls at Eaton, picks him up high overhead and down to the canvas hard with a press slam. Wow. Eaton got the drop. Animal was not impressed. And Animal with a press slam on Bobby Eaton. Jim Cornette is beside himself at ringside. As Eaton tries to get over and make a tag, Animal will not prevent that. Will not permit that. As Animal steps on the back of Eaton and just shoves him down into the canvas. Animal now got him up for a big power slam. He's going to go for the cover right away. Pin roll is 3 or lower. And on a roll of 5, Eaton able to kick out. But Animal is in control, and now here comes Hawk, and there's going to be some Road Warrior double team going on here. As they hit collectively a big running double clothesline. The massive arms of both these men just wail on Bobby Eaton, and Bobby Eaton takes another point of fatigue on that add one double team. Hawk now in control. Hawk with a gut wrench suplex takes Eaton down, goes for the cover once again. The pin roll now is 5 or lower, and on a roll of 5 he may get him. Jim Cornette is going to get involved. And on a roll of 7, the referee is distracted and Cornette jabs the opponent with his tennis racket. So Eaton went down, takes a point of fatigue, but Hawk jabbed with the tennis racket, and that puts Eaton in control. As Hawk caught a tennis racket right between the eyes. Precious Paul Ellering now not happy about that, as Eaton's going to go up for a dark side. Tag team finisher here. And on it's going to be with Stan Lane, the Vegematic, a +3 finisher. The pin roll here is 5 or lower. And on a roll of 8, Hawk kicks out. And he gets up angry. Stan Lane now the legal man in the ring as the Midnight Express are in control. And Stan with a Russian leg sweep and another cover. Pin roll here 3 or lower. And on a roll of 6, Hawk kicks out again. Now it's Lane in control. Another Russian leg sweep. Pin roll now 4 or lower. And on a roll of 11, Hawk kicks out and kicks out with authority. Hawk not having any of this, but Lane is in control. And now we're going to see a double team from the Midnights. And on a roll of 8, it is an awesome double neck breaker delivered by Bobby and Stan that put Hawk back down to the canvas. Bobby Eaton now the legal man in the ring and in control on level 3 offense. And a slingshot backbreaker hit by Eaton, and that sends Hawk out of the ring and down to the arena floor. Hawk on the arena floor. Both these men A-rated performers. And on a roll of A7, the wrestler with the better ring rating wins the brawl. If both wrestlers have the same ring rating, then the opponent rolls on level 3 offense. So it is Eaton, the wrestler on offense, who wins the brawl with a suplex onto the arena floor. Wow, so beautiful Bobby getting it done on the arena floor against Road Warrior Hawk. And that keeps the Midnights in control. Tag to Sweet Stan Lane. Lane's still the fresh man in this match for his team. And as Hawk tries to come back into the ring, it is Lane with a whip to the turnbuckle. Off the turnbuckle comes Road Warrior Hawk, and on a roll of 7, it is a big kick delivered by Lane. Those educated feet into the midsection of Road Warrior Hawk, stunning the Hawk and leaving Lane in control once again. Lane now with a flurry of these karate kicks. Left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot. Hawk being pummeled. and back into the neutral corner under the assault of the legs of Sweet Stan Lane. As Jim Cornette would say, the left foot went to Harvard, the right foot went to Yale. And now it is Lane with a whip to the ropes. Off the ropes comes Road Warrior Hawk, and on a roll of 4. That's good for Hawk. As Lane sets his head too early, Hawk picks him up and slams him down to the canvas with a big power bomb. Hawk now in control. And Hawk will go and pitch Stan Lane out of the ring. Lane is not an A-rated performer. He's a B on the arena floor. And on a roll of 6, that's the best man win roll. So Hawk wins the brawl on the arena floor with a pile driver onto the ring steps. Lane in trouble here. Hawk is going to tag out to Animal. And Animal comes into the match now as the fresh man. With Lane still stunned and barely able to get back into the ring. His running lights have been dimmed. Animal's waiting for him. And they've got him up now for the Doomsday device, a +4 maneuver. The pin roll here will be 7 or lower. Bobby Eaton's got a, let's see. Jim Cornette's going to go to the distractor rating. And he is successful with the distraction, so there will be no pin here. But Lane takes a point of fatigue. That makes Animal tag out to Hawk once again. Hawk the legal man in the ring against Sweet Stan Lane. And Hawk with a gut wrench suplex takes Lane down. Lane trying to get over and make the tag, unable to do so. Hawk still in control. And now they hit the Doomsday device again. The Doomsday device again by the Road Warriors. The pin roll here is 8 or lower. And the Midnights are out of pin attempt, of pin saves. And on a roll of 7, there is your pin. So congratulations to the Road Warriors, Hawk and Animal, with a big victory over the Midnight Express, their longtime rivals. As it is Hawk with the pin on Lane after the Doomsday device. Big win for the Road Warriors to advance to the semifinals of the Filsinger Cup Tag Team Tournament. And believe it or not, the Road Warriors have never won the Filsinger Cup in all the years of competition. The Filsinger Cup has never been won by the Road Warriors. Eaton and Lane and Cornette will head back to their home in the Atlantic Wrestling Federation, where they are the reigning tag team champions. But they will not win the Filsinger Cup this year, thanks to the Doomsday device delivered by Road Warrior Hawk and the Road Warriors. All right. 3 matches down, 1 to go, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for your main event of the evening. The following contest is scheduled for one fall to a finish. Disqualification rules will be in effect. And this match is round of 16 in the Filsinger Cup Championship Tournament. Introducing first, he stands at 6'1", weighs in at 227 pounds, out of Camden, New Jersey. He is your current Patriot Heavyweight Champion. He is the Nature Boy Buddy Rogers. And his opponent comes from Princeton, Minnesota, 6'1", 234 pounds. He is a former Patriot Heavyweight Champion. This is Bob Backlund. So Backlund and Buddy Rogers. Buddy Rogers clearly the heel in this situation because everybody everywhere loves Bob Backlund. The agility is equal for these two. It is Backlund with a slight advantage in the power. But Rogers with that dangerous figure 4 grapevine can win this match at any moment if he gets that move on. Ken West, what a rush. Celebrating the Road Warriors' victory over their rivals, the Midnight Express. And now as they come together in the center of the ring, once again, it is a doubles roll. So once again, that means we go to the shenanigans chart, courtesy of Face to the Mat Wrestling. And on a roll of 1-3 is Buddy Rogers agile. Their agility is equal, so we'll say yes. Cloverleaf, leg lock, or other agility move scores 3 points. So we'll say Rogers gets the drop on the opening lockup. and takes Backlund down and catches him with a leg lock, and he'll start the match at the advantage on level 2 offense. And he immediately goes right to the whip to the turnbuckle. Off the turnbuckle comes Bob Backlund, and on a roll of 6, it is Backlund who lifts a knee to the head of Buddy Rogers, and Backlund is in control. Backlund tries for the wind-up forearm and scores it to the head of Buddy Rogers. They come together in the center of the ring. Backlund with that pumping side headlock. One of his signature maneuvers off of the opening lockup. But Rogers is going to fire back, attempts a forearm uppercut. That's a power move. That ain't going to happen. And instead it is Backlund with a whip to the ropes. He's got the maneuver where he can hit the rolling back bridge off the ropes. He almost got it there, but did not. And instead, coming off the ropes, it is Buddy Rogers with a running shoulder tackle that knocks Backlund down to the canvas. Rogers now in control, and he hits a big pile driver on Bob Backlund. Backlund is hurt. Rogers in control again. Big drop kicks. Very nice drop kicks by Buddy Rogers. And again, Backlund staggers back. And this time it is Rogers with a whip to the ropes. Off the ropes comes Bob Backlund, and on a roll of 8, it's a big back body drop by Rogers that puts Backlund back down to the canvas. Rogers now in control, another whip to the ropes. And this time on a roll of 7, it's a drop down. Backlund comes back the other way. And 2 more 7s as Rogers and Backlund continue to jockey for position. And on a roll of 9, a running back elbow by Buddy Rogers puts Backlund back down onto the canvas. More drop kicks coming from Buddy Rogers, and Backlund now is going to roll down to the arena floor. Backlund out of the ring, and on a roll of 5, that is the double disqualification roll. Wow, we'd hate to see that happen. Backlund will not be disqualified. Buddy Rogers may be disqualified. And on a roll of 6, he barely convinces the referee to let the match go on. So now we go to the odd even roll. It is Backlund out of the ring. He will get the even roll. And on a roll of 6, it is Backlund who wins the brawl on the arena floor with a body slam onto the arena floor. Back to the ring we go. Backlund delivers a one-arm gotch lift. Rogers gets to his feet. They come together in the center of the ring. It's Backlund with a whip to the turnbuckle. Off the turnbuckle comes Buddy Rogers, and Backlund hits him with a big kick. Caught him in the breadbasket. Buddy is stunned, and Backlund now with a delayed high hanging vertical suplex down to the canvas hard. And now it is Buddy Rogers' turn to roll out of the ring and down to the arena floor. And on a roll of 7, Rogers has to make that helpless crawl back into the ring where Backlund is ready and waiting. And now Backlund with a big pile driver, and Rogers leaves the ring yet again. Rogers took a couple of big thumps there. He needs a moment to collect himself. And on a roll of 9, Backlund is going to follow him out to the arena floor. And it is Backlund who is going to Irish whip Buddy Rogers into the ring steps, stunning Buddy Rogers. Backlund back in control. He is going for a backbreaker, a choice G maneuver. Choice G. G is in Grant. He can either do a death jump roll of B or a tombstone pile driver on 7 or lower. He is going to go for the death jump roll. Backlund comes off with the death jump roll, and on a roll of 6, that is a flying clothesline off of the top rope, and Buddy Rogers goes down. Backlund still in control, and now Backlund with another big pile driver. Rogers down and stays down. Backlund in control and whips Buddy Rogers out of the ring yet again. Rogers out to the arena floor, but this time on a roll of 2, it is Buddy Rogers who grabs the leg of Bob Backlund and slams the leg into the steel ring post. Rogers saw the opportunity, takes control. Rogers now with a whip to the ropes. Off the ropes comes Backlund. He's favoring that left knee a little bit, and on a roll of 8, Rogers catches him with a running back elbow that stuns Bob Backlund. Rogers now another whip to the ropes. Backlund comes off the ropes, and this time it is Backlund with a roll-up. Backlund comes off the ropes with a roll-up. The pin roll here is a 1, so we don't have to roll that. But for the first time, we have a point of fatigue assigned in this match. As Buddy Rogers gets tangled up in the ropes, the pin doesn't happen. But Backlund takes the opportunity to take control with a big underhook suplex that dumps Buddy Rogers back down to the canvas. Backlund still in control. Wind up forearm. Pops Buddy Rogers across the side of the head. Backlund follows that up with a hammerlock. Working the arm of Buddy Rogers now. Backlund with another big wind-up forearm. Rogers not very happy about that. They come back together in the center of the ring, and it is Backlund who comes in off the lockup and maneuvers Buddy Rogers into the abdominal stretch. Nice move by Bob Backlund to catch the abdominal stretch off a level 1 offense. Rogers is down. Backlund now pitches him out of the ring yet again. And on a roll of 8, Buddy Rogers has to make that helpless crawl where Backlund is waiting. And Backlund now is going to go up for a death jump. Death jump coming from Bob Backlund. And on a roll of 6, Bob Backlund hits the missile dropkick off the top rope and Buddy Rogers goes down. Out of the ring we go yet again. And Buddy Rogers again, this time the best man win roll comes up, and it is Backlund with an Irish whip into the ring barricade that stuns Buddy Rogers. Rogers is just not having any success inside the ring or out. And now a big underhook suplex by Backlund as they return to the ring. Backlund in control here, another pile driver. And now it is Buddy who is going to take it upon himself to leave the ring. Out of the ring goes Buddy Rogers, and on a roll of 6, it's a brawl on the arena floor, and Backlund just hurls Buddy Rogers into the crowd. Man, Buddy Rogers cannot catch a break in this match, as now Backlund is going to go up for another death jump. And oh, this time on a roll of 2, that's the ref bump. Ref bump has taken place, and the ref will be down and out for a total of 10 moves. Will we see any shenanigans here? Whoops, and now we get to see who gets the advantage. Let's see, Backlund went up for the death jump, and on an odd roll, it is Rogers who's down and Backlund going for the kill. Backlund with a big pile driver. That's going to cost him a point of fatigue, but the ref's not there to count the pinfall. The ref is now down for 9. Backlund still in control. Backlund with another pile driver. We're at 8. Rogers slowly getting to his feet. Backlund with a whip to the ropes. Can he hit the back bridge? No, he cannot. But coming off the ropes, it is the power rating, which goes to Backlund. We're now at 7. Rogers slowly getting to his feet. Backlund rolls him over into the Boston Crab. Rogers thinking about tapping, but the referee's not there to listen. So the onslaught continues. And now we've got Tori Wilson down at ringside. She's the commissioner of Patriot Championship Wrestling. She's trying to wake up the referee. I don't know what's going to happen here, but she does have a certain favoritism that she shows towards Buddy Rogers. What is going to happen here? We look to the manager interference chart. And on a roll of 12, it is Tori Wilson trying to interfere. But Bob Backlund ducks her attempt at a smash. A slap, and backdrops Tori right on top of Buddy Rogers. So Buddy Rogers has taken some abuse from Bob Backlund, and now he's just been backdropped by his own commissioner. And that's going to cost him another point of fatigue. Tori Wilson is down. The referee is down. Backlund's in control. Another pile driver. Buddy Rogers rolls out of the ring. 4 rolls to go. Buddy Rogers out of the ring. They brawl on the arena floor. Backlund wins the brawl. 3 to go as Backlund slams the head of Buddy Rogers into the ring apron. And as we all know, in case you have forgotten, the ring apron is the hardest part of the ring. Backlund now with an underhook suplex. That's going to cost Buddy another point of fatigue, but there's still no referee. Backlund has just dominated this match while the referee has been out. And Backlund now pitches Buddy Rogers out of the ring. And on the arena floor, it is Buddy who is forced to make that helpless crawl back into the ring. Referee starting to come around as Backlund goes for the one-arm gotch lift and dumps Buddy Rogers to the canvas as finally the referee comes around. and he finds Buddy Rogers a mess, and Backlund in control with a delayed vertical suplex. Rogers slowly getting to his feet. Backlund follows that up with that Gotch lift once again. This time Buddy Rogers gets out the back door of that one. And it is Rogers with a running tackle, but Backlund got the best of it. That's a power move. Backlund knocks Rogers to the canvas and comes up with a hammerlock. Rogers getting to his feet. Arm drag by Backlund takes Rogers back down to the canvas. They come together again. Backlund with a fireman's carry into an arm bar. And down to the canvas goes Buddy Rogers. Backlund now with a Boston Crab. And again, Buddy Rogers is leaving the ring. And this time on a roll of 5, that is a clean win for Buddy Rogers. There will not be a disqualification as Rogers drops Backlund throat first onto the steel security railing. Rogers now in control. Backlund is hurting. And Rogers is going to roll up and take a big drop kick onto Backlund. And now it is Backlund leaving the ring. And on a roll of 3, it is Backlund who pulls Rogers out of the ring and slams him headfirst into the ring apron. Rogers is stunned. Backlund going up for another death jump. And on a roll of 3, it is Buddy Rogers who rolls through the death jump and has his first pinning predicament on Backlund. No need to roll that one. It's only his first point of fatigue. He's got a 1 pin rating. And it is now Buddy Rogers in control with an atomic drop. Rogers follows that up with another big pile driver, and Backlund is stunned. Rogers on the comeback trail. Another big pile driver. Backlund still stunned. And Rogers hits him with a jumping knee smash. Backlund refuses to go down. Rogers with a whip to the ropes. Off the ropes comes Backlund, and on a roll of 10, that's the power roll, and the power belongs to Backlund. Backlund now in control. Backlund with a delayed vertical suplex. Buddy Rogers goes down. And Backlund goes up for yet another death jump. And on a roll of 6, Backlund hits him with a missile dropkick. Rogers is down. And now it is the atomic drop, that +3 finisher. The pin roll here is 9 or lower. And on a roll of 11, Buddy Rogers managed to kick out. I don't believe it. Buddy Rogers kicked out after the atomic drop. The fans here in Miami are on their feet cheering for Bob Backlund as he tries to go for the finish. Here's a big pile driver. Didn't get all of that one. Rogers slowly starting to come around. Whip to the ropes. Can Backlund hit the back bridge? No, he cannot. Rogers comes off the ropes. And on a roll of 4, Backlund ducks his head too soon. And Rogers catches him with a flying knee smash to the side of the head. Rogers now in control. Atomic drop by Rogers. He follows that up with another series of drop kicks. Rogers is exhausted but still trying to rally. More drop kicks and a jumping knee smash by Rogers. Backlund again will not go down. Hard punch by Buddy Rogers right between the eyes. Backlund is stunned. And now a pile driver by Buddy Rogers puts Backlund down. He stays down. Rogers now with a chance to do something special. He tries for the pin using the ropes, but the referee's not falling for that. Backlund scurries out of that. And Backlund is caught again with another jumping knee smash by Buddy Rogers. Rogers with another punch. Backlund is dazed. Rogers with a slap. Backlund not happy to be slapped. And it is Backlund who comes back and rolls Buddy Rogers over into a Boston Crab. Rogers slapped him. Backlund just leg dived him, took him down, rolled him over into the Boston Crab. And now another big delayed vertical suplex by Bob. Backlund has Buddy Rogers down. And now Backlund is going for the crossface chicken wing. This is a +3 finisher. The pin roll now is 10 or lower. And on a roll of 8, Rogers finally gives it up. After an excellent match, won by Backlund by way of the crossface chicken wing. All right, I don't think the outcome of that was in much doubt, but give Backlund credit. He finished the job. Rogers fought and fought and fought, but Bob Backlund is the winner in your main event, and he moves to the quarterfinals of the Filsinger Cup tournament. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us here tonight as we wrap things up from Miami. Salvador, America, some outstanding action tonight. Thank you very much. Ken West Referee James Lawrence III, solo promoter Grant Pachoco, Neil Lau, Al Red Sox fan. Everybody representing tonight as we had a good time in the Dave Cave, courtesy of Heartland Championship Wrestling and the Filsinger Games Legends of Wrestling franchise. So once again, thank you to everybody for tuning in. And from the Dave Cave, this is Dave Little signing out, saying that's our stream, and I am out of here.